Good morning, students. Welcome to day 7 of Python programming course. Today's agenda is strings. We'll have to deal with the recursion programs. Okay, so let me show you the recursion example and then come back to the strings topic. The last 2 days we were dealing with functions, isn't it? So function is a set of organized reusable code. So that is intended for one single operation or one single action. So we saw one simple example, which was called arithmetic calculator, where we add all these arithmetic operations in different functions. So whichever operation is demanded by the user, only those operation is picked and that is executed. Say, for example, I have an arithmetic calculator. I need only to perform addition and subtraction. I can ignore all other operations. How is that possible? By including only the function calls for addition and subtraction. So whenever we have the function call, only the particular function definition gets executed. So this is how we do. Though we write the entire code, we have the choice to pick whichever options we want. Okay. So using conditional statements also you can have it. Anyways, only when the function call is executed, the definition will be executed. We do have something called as nested function. Like we had the nested conditional statements, we have nested function. So placing one function inside another function is called as nested function. Okay. So the example, it is just a simple example. I did not perform any computation here. Just a print statement placed inside the functions. Okay. So I've given the name inner and outer so that we'll have a better understanding on the outer function and the inner function. Okay. So when you look, see, there are 6 lines in the program. Look at the screen, please. So first line, def outer. So there is a keyword def, which means the function definition begins with that line. Outer. Outer is user defined here. It is a function name. I have a parenthesis. So def keyword is here. And I have a program element name. Okay. User defined name followed by the parenthesis. So when I have parenthesis or round brackets, which means it is a function, isn't it? So what is the function name? Outer is a function name. So colon should be there because it is a structure. Okay. So I'll have to proceed with the definition now. So colon is there and I have placed 4 lines inside the outer definition. So line number 2, 3, 4 and 5. So these are the 4 lines that are placed inside the outer function definition. Okay. Or inside the outer. Okay. Now look at the 6th line. I have outer and then brackets alone. So obviously it is a function call. So when you look at the execution flow, the first line that will be executed by the interpreter will be this outer function call. Because def will be skipped off by the interpreter, isn't it? So the first line that gets executed by the interpreter is this outer function call. So once the outer function call is executed, what will happen? The control will be taken to the outer definition. Okay, the interpreter will check whether a function called outer is present. So if it is present, it will execute that part. If it is not present, then it will throw an error because without having a function definition, I cannot have the function call. Okay, so this outer function gets executed. Okay, so get into the function. So when you look at the logic inside the function, I do have another keyword called as def, isn't it? So def inner. So again, this will be skipped off. Whenever you have this def keyword, that portion will be skipped off by the interpreter. Okay, so skip off. So move to the next line. So when I say skipping off, the second and third line will be skipped off. Why? Because I have placed only one print statement in the inner function. See, look at this indentation now. Only one statement is present inside inner. So I'm going to skip off this inner function definition. So 2 and 3 will be ignored now. Okay. So moving on to the next line in the logic. What is the next line in the outer logic? 4th line, print outer function. So that would be printed. Okay. Followed by 5th line. Execute the 5th line. Inner. Inner is a function call here. Now the control will be taken to the 2nd line. So definition gets executed. So inner function will get executed. When you look at the table on the screen, I have given the execution flow. So first, which line will be executed by the interpreter? Line number 6. Because first line we have def keyword, it will be skipped off. Okay, we are going to skip off the entire definition. So which line will be picked by the interpreter first? 6th line. Okay, statement 6 should be executed. Look at the table to have better clarity. Then what happens? Line number 1 will be executed. Okay. Then what happens? Will the line number 2 gets executed? No, it will not, because we have the df keyword. I did not have the function call for it. Okay. So 6, 1, and then 4 gets executed, then 5, and then now 2 and 3. So this is the order. Look at the table for clarity. So this is how the nested function operates. Okay. See, I have kept the inner function call inside the outer. Never mind about it. Make sure that the function call should be outside that particular function. இங்க பாருங்க outer நான் define பண்ணிருக்கேனா, அப்ப அந்த outer execute பண்றதுக்கு I should have an outer function call. அந்த function call should be outside the function only. Okay. நீங்க இந்த inner function call பாருங்க. It is not kept inside the inner function, right? It is kept outside the inner function only. Because only when it is kept outside the function, you can call that function. Get to know this alone. Recursion, it is yet another advanced concept where I'm going to tell you how to place the calls inside and outside. Okay. Okay. I'll repeat this. See, first interpreter comes here, checks df is a keyword. Skip off the entire definition. Entire definition means the first 5 lines will be skipped. In outer la dhaan idu ellame na place pannirken. Okay va? Appa adutha line enna irukku program la pathina, this outer function call. Outer function call na vandu execute பண்ணும்போது என்ன ஆகும்? Outer definition should get executed. So the first 5 lines should get executed. So என்ன ஆகுது? 6th க்கு அப்புறம் first line execute பண்றோமா? So get into it. Get into it means move to the second line. When you check the second line, there is a keyword called as def. I am not allowed. The interpreter will not be allowed to execute that. So move to the 4th line. In third line skip பண்றேன்னு உங்களுக்கு தெரியும் நினைக்கிறேன், because third line is placed inside the inner definition. Okay. So 4th line, it is a normal print statement, so that gets printed. 5th line execute பண்றீங்க, அங்க ஒரு inner function call இருக்கு, because of which the control is transferred to the inner function definition. Okay. Now get into the inner function definition. You have a print statement, print inner function, that gets printed. So that is how I have got the output, and I've listed this. If you want, you take a screenshot of this particular slide alone. Okay. So that you will have better clarity. Hope this is clear to you. As you people demanded, I repeated it one more time. Okay. One important advantage in Python program is I can return n number of values. So all these days, you would have learned about this functions with the return statement. Return statement is optional. If you want to have return statement, you can have it. I've already told, if your function has a return statement, that particular function will be called as fruitful function, isn't it? So these are the basics that we have learned. We have seen the different prototypes also, different models using which we can write functions in our program. Now, நீங்க return சொல்லும் போதுல என்ன இருக்கும்? Return value இருக்கும், இல்ல return variable இருக்கும். Variable means returning the value of that particular variable. Okay, and then we do have something called as return expression. Return expression இருந்தாலுமே the expression gets evaluated and then a value is being returned. So இதுதான் நடக்க போகுது. But then all these days we were returning only one value, but in Python we have an option for returning multiple values. That is allowed in Python. So let's have a look at it. So I have a simple function df, function name is f here. Okay, x comma y are the parameters, colon. This is the definition part. Return என்ன கொடுத்திருக்கேன் பாருங்க, இங்க பாருங்க எவ்வளவு expressions கொடுத்திருக்கேன் பாருங்க. See, if you want, you can have the logic separately and return result மட்டும் கொடுக்கலாம். Result 1, result 2, result 3, result 4 அப்படியும் கொடுக்கலாம். I have already told. இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு prototype சொல்லி கொடுத்திருக்கேன் நானு. Logic separate பண்ணனும் அவசியம் இல்ல. Return statementல logic கொடுக்கணும்னா கொடுத்துக்கலாம். If it is a single line formula, you can have it in the return statement itself. That is why we have the syntax as return of expression. Okay. So return x plus y, x minus y, x into y, x divided by y. Okay. Now, a comma b comma c comma d is equal to f of 9 comma 5. Okay. And then print statement. Okay. Now let me tell you the flow of execution first. Okay. First line. Interpreter will go to the first line. There is a keyword called as df. So what happens? I should not execute it. The interpreter is not allowed to execute it. What happens there is someone is on the right. Okay. So we are the control moves to the third line. The third line I have a comma b comma c comma d. I have already discussed about the multiple assignment, isn't it? I can have different values assigned to different variables, or I can have one single value assigned to different variables. Meaning multiple assignment நம்ம allow பண்றோம் Python. அது நம்ம already பார்த்துட்டோம் examples. Now, A, B, C, D na meaning enna, there are 4 variables involved. Is equal to sign வருது. So it is an assignment statement here. So what happens here? It waits for values. It waits for all of its values. So A, B, C, and D are waiting for its values. Is equal to right hand side எனக்கு 4 values வரணும். Isn't it? So right hand side என்ன இருக்கு? F of 9, 5. What is F? You're not aware of what is F now. Okay. F of F பக்கத்துல நமக்கு brackets இருக்கு. That justifies that it is a function. Okay. So the interpret, what happens here is the first chain that has got executed by the interpreter is this line ma. A, B, C, D is equal to this line. Okay. So நமக்கு தெரியும் assignment operator வரும்போது என்ன பண்ணுவோம்? We should focus on the right hand side. So இதுதான் நம்ம first execute பண்ண போறோம். F of 9, 5. F and then I have a parenthesis, meaning it is a function. It is a function call, isn't it? So when a function call has to be executed, the interpreter will look for this definition. It's a respective definition, isn't it? Its own definition. So I'm going to check it. Yes, it is available. And the definition la pathina 2 parameters irukku, x, y. So function call la 2 arguments irukano, 2 values pass panano. Okay, I'm passing 9, 5. Okay, 9 is stored in x, 5 is stored in y. Hope this is clear to you. Okay, now get into the function return. Return x plus 5. Apply the values. 9 plus 5, 14, comma. 9 minus 5, 4, comma. And then 9 into 5, okay, comma. 9 divided by 5. It is division here. It is not float division. It is not integer division. It is float division. So, என்ன value இருக்கோ அது நமக்கு floating ல வந்துரும். Never mind about the integers here. நம்ம இங்க double slash கொடுத்தா மட்டும் தான் integer will be taken. Modulo கொடுத்தா remainder வந்துரும். இது இங்க நமக்கு quotient தான் வரப்போகுது. Floating ல தான் நமக்கு value வரும். Original value நமக்கு வரணும். சரியா? To all these are there 4 values are returned. நம்ம எப்பவுமே சொல்லிருக்கேன் return statement வந்து ஒரு value return ஆனா that will be taken to the place where the call is made. Isn't it? So I'm returning 4 values here. Those 4 values will be taken to the function call place. Where is the function call place, ma? The third line right hand side. So here I'm going to place all those 4 values. It is in the same order. Okay. 14, 4, 45, 1.8. So 14 will be assigned to A, 4 will be assigned to B, 45 to C, 1.8 to D. Okay. 4 values. Print of A, B, C, and D. So all these are given separated by comma. So without quotes. So these refers to the values. So I've got the output. This is how I use multiple values in the Python programming. Here I've used multiple values in the return statement itself. So returning multiple values as well. So this is one of the advantage that we have in Python programming. Okay. And I've already told swapping of 2 numbers is possible. Directly I can interchange the 2 values without having the temporary variable. Okay. So these are possible in Python. The next one is recursion. So people are asking me to show the table for the nested functions. I'll do that at the end. Okay. Now recursion. So let me tell you what is recursion. This is one of the important concepts that we should learn in functions. Okay. A function will look at this slide. A function will continue to call itself and repeat itself. Okay. Until some condition is met to return the result. Before this, you should know the technique that is used in recursion. Okay. The function call will be placed inside the function itself. I've already told when the function call, see the function call of the same program, I mean, okay. The function call of the same program is kept inside the function definition means, how will that function be called? Okay, function call வெளியே இருந்தாதான் அந்த function call பண்ண முடியும். So which means at least once I'll be keeping the function call outside the function. சரியா? அப்ப def add ன்னு கொடுக்கறேன்னா and the add function call, at least one add function call will be kept outside the function. And the add function call execute பண்ணும்போது தான் எனக்கு definition gets executed. Definition execute பண்ணும்போது என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா inside the definition, if I've kept the function call add, then that is called as a recursion. You might be wondering why I need this concept. நீங்க iteration என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க? Repetition statements for and while you will repeat a set of statements, isn't it? So ஒரே logic நான் repeat பண்ணனும் நிறைய டைம்னா I'll be using looping statement. So instead of that I can go for recursion. I'll show the example. Okay. So factorial using recursion. Okay. First, let me tell you what is factorial. So given a number 5, how do you calculate the factorial value? 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, isn't it? So I need all these values. Okay. To have all these values, I can go for iteration, while loop, for loop. Instead of that, here I'm following recursion. Okay. Now, so look at the program. There are 8 lines in the program. Okay. The first line, DEF factorial of num. So it will be skipped off by the interpreter. So what is the first line that gets executed by the interpreter? 6th line, line number 6. X is equal to int of input of enter a number. Enter a number is given within quotes. So output line or output screen enter a number will be displayed. Okay, the display pandrom followed by the input under or function la kodutadnala it demands an input from the user. So being a user, I'm going to type 5. So that 5 is converted into integer and it gets stored onto the variable x. So x takes the value 5. Hope this is clear to you. Then the interpreter will go to the 7th line. It will execute that. Fact is equal to factorial of x. It is an assignment statement. Focus on the right hand side. What is on the right hand side? Factorial of x. What is factorial? Factorial brackets. So that is the function call. Okay. Function call and we pass values. X value pass. What is the x value typed by the user? 5. So factorial of 5 is a function call that gets executed. So factorial of 5 execute that will be taken. Okay. Control will be taken to the definition. Call execute the definition execute. So now the first line gets executed. So what is the value of num here? X value 5 pass control. 5 is stored in num. So num is equal to 5. This is the normal case. Okay, normal function. Okay. So get into the function definition. If num equal to 0. See here I've used the space. If you want, you can use brackets also. I've told both are possible in Python. Okay. So it is a conditional statement. Num equal to 0. What is a num typed by the user? 5. 5 is not equal to 0, isn't it? So go to the else part. Else part, you have only one statement, which is a return statement. Okay. In the return statement execute panita, I can have an expression also there. At last, that should be evaluated to a value, and that value should be taken to the place where the call is made. Return num. What is num value? 5. 5 into factorial of 5 minus 1. What is 5 minus 1? 4, isn't it? So in the expression 5 into factorial of 4. The factorial of 4 under the function call. Marbina function call panano. Function call vardo. Angala definition should be executed. So if I now factorial of 5 under function call execute panamode, I'm executing this statement. In this statement return 5 into factorial of 4. Okay, in the expression in evaluate I'll get an answer. Okay, obviously the answer is 120. We all know the answer. So 120 if I've written the logic properly, the program is correct. Okay, I've already checked the program. So I will get the answer called as 120. Up return 120 varda. Angenga return the 120 should be taken to which place? Where the call is made. Which place? 7th line, right hand side. Okay. So 120 and answer varum. That 120 is assigned to fact variable. Then 8th line will be printed. 8th line will be executed. Print of fact. So print of facts value 120. 120 will be printed. This is how the program gets executed. Okay. So this is a normal way of executing the function. Okay. Now, when you look at this, the actual definition is base case. In the definition, a function call that is called as a recursive case. Why? Because based on that function call only, the function gets repeated. Okay, that is what is called as a recursive case. In the 7th line factor of x function call function will not get executed at all. So make sure that you give a function call when you write the function definition. That should be outside the function, obviously. If you keep yet another call inside the function definition, that is called as recursion. Okay. So how many times this will be repeated? As long as the condition is true. So num 0 num 0 return 1 else part it keeps on repeating itself. Okay. When it keeps on repeating itself, and I will get all those answers. First time in iteration 5 into factorial of 4 varda. Appo factorial of 4 call panamode enna else part 4 into factorial of 3 vardu. So just imagine Okay, I'll show the logic in the next slide. Okay, this keeps on repeating. When num becomes 0, I will return 1. Okay, and the return 1 enga poguma, in the function call vandirukko, and the function call poitu, and I'll get the answer 120. I'll show the logic now. Look at this slide. This is a little complicated, but you should understand. Okay. So I've kept the table here. You can even take the screenshot of this particular table. Okay. So I've written the program here. Ma. So first execution flow. First, what will be the first thing that gets executed? Sixth line, isn't it? So look at the table. Line number 16 gets executed. Up in user get input 3. Okay, assume this. 3 x becomes 3. Okay. Then what is the next line gets executed? Seventh line. See, I put it on the table. Factorial is equal, fact is equal to factorial of 3. Appa function call varudhu. Function call vandirichna, I should go to the first line. First line. So I'm going to execute it. So num becomes 3. So that is what is being done. Then you're going to get into this second statement. Second line condition fail agadnala, I'm getting into the else part. So else look at the table else. Else kapram get into the else part. What is there? There should be a tab space there. Let me give that. Okay. Fine. Okay. Else part. Look at the fifth line. This is very, very important. There only the recursion starts. Okay. Return 3 into factorial of 2. Return num into factorial of num minus 1. Num is 3 ma, 3 minus 1 is 2, isn't it? So 3 into factorial of 2. So this has to be executed now. Function call execute the expression. So factorial of 2. Factorial of 2 na, the factorial definition will be called. Again, go to the first line. Look at the table after fifth line. I should go to the first line. First line num takes the value 2. Okay. Because the factorial of 2 call pandra, definition gets executed. So num takes the value 2. Now get into it. If is false, and I'll have to go into the else part. So fourth line else gets executed. Then again fifth statement. When you look at this fifth statement, now num value is 2 ma, 2 into factorial of 1. See, 2 into factorial of 1. Now again there is a function call. So go back to the definition. Again repeat line number 1. Okay, again repeat else part. Then return statement. Return statement 1 into factorial of 0. See, 1 into factorial of 0. Okay, this is a function call. So go to the first line. So num takes the value 0 now. Okay, num becomes 0. So now you'll have to get into the second line. If num equal to 0. What is num? 0. 0 equal to 0. Satisfied. The condition is satisfied. So you'll have to get into line number 3. Return 1. Return 1. In the return 1, enga return agunu. That is the point. So this line got executed because of factorial of 0 function call. In the return 1, factorial of 0 na execute pannamodu, in the line has got executed, isn't it? So if enna panna porona, enakku enga factorial of 1 irundhatho, anga kondu poitu I'm going to return 1. Appo enna agana? See, look at this. Return 1 ma. Look at the table. Statement number 3, return 1 irukka. Upon the 1 is written to which place? Where num of 0 is called. So enna agudhu? 1 into 1. Okay. Then again, in the return enga pogabodu? Factorial of 1 or 2 kita, followed by, and at last I'll get all these. So 1 into 1, 1 into 2, and then 3 into 2. So answer will be 6. That 6 will be returned to where factorial of 3 is called. So the 7th line. Line number confusion. So that 6 is stored in fact. Print fact. The answer is 6 because I've given the number to be 3. 3 factorial is 6. Okay. Make sure that this written value is taken and placed in that particular respective expression. This is how the logic actually works in recursion function. So instead of having the iteration statement, you can have this recursion and repeat. What is being repeated? This particular logic. Now, factorial logic 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. If the number is 5, if the number is 3, means 3 into 2 into 1. 3 input on it. So how should I get 2? That is how I have written the logic. Num minus 1. Okay, 2. Again, I should have the value called as 1. How do you get 1? 2 minus 1, isn't it? That is why this. So when you look at this one, look at this formula, no, num into factorial of num minus 1. Okay. The given number, the user input is 3. Okay. 3 into factorial of 3 minus 1. So 3 into factorial of 2. If in the factorial of 2 or replace one, other formula and 2 into factorial of 1. Factorial of 1 or formula and 1 into factorial of 0. Factorial of 0 answer and 1. So 1 into 1 வருது. இப்போ எனக்கு அந்த ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் எப்படி இருக்கு பாருங்க. 3 into 2 into 1 into 1. Yes, I've got the answer. That is how I do the calculation manually, isn't it? So I've got the answer. So that is why I've written the formula this way. You need not memorize all this stuff. You'll have to understand the logic. See, given a number 3, how do you calculate the factorial? So 3 into 2 into 1. So I should write the formula that way. Okay, recursion people wanted me to execute recursion. I'll show. See, you wanted me to explain this 3 lines, isn't it? See, inga parangama. If a factorial of 0 execute pandren, 0 execute பண்ணும்போது this has got true and I'm returning 1. 1 எங்க எனக்கு return பண்ணனும்னா factorial of 0 எங்க நான் கால் பண்ணனும் அங்க return பண்ணனும். இந்த place இங்க பாருங்க. Factorial of 0 ஓட வேல்யூ எனக்கு என்ன வந்திருக்கு 1 வந்திருக்கு. So 1 into 1, what is the answer? 1, isn't it? அந்த 1 எனக்கு எங்க return ஆகணும்? In the particular place, the factorial of 1 la. Okay, so anga replace பண்ணுங்க 1 ன்னு. அப்ப 2 into 1, what is the answer I get? 2, isn't it? Return 2. எங்க return பண்ணும்? Factorial of 2 எங்க நான் கால் பண்ணிருக்கணும் அங்க. Okay, now 3 into 2, what is the answer I get? 6. The 6 should be returned to which place? In the call, factorial of 3 function call return பண்ண போறேன். So 6 answer வந்துருச்சு. Fact is equal to 6. So print a fact. The answer is 6. Able to get? And that is what is explained here in these lines. Now already உங்களுக்கு சொல்லிருக்கேன். நீங்க எங்க ரிட்டர்ன் பண்ண வேல்யூவை எங்க எனக்கு ஃபங்க்ஷன் கால் இருக்கோ அந்த பிளேஸ் தான் ரிட்டர்ன் பண்ணணும். சும்மா எங்க ஃபங்க்ஷன் கால் இருக்கு எனக்கு இங்க கூட ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷன் கால் இருக்கு you cannot take it to that place. Where that particular respective function call is being placed, to that place only I can return the value to. அதனால தான் I was repeating a simple example. See, when I'm calling you, you can respond only to me. You have picked my call. So you can respond only to me, isn't it? So I'll be receiving the response from you. Same logic. Okay, if a function has a return statement, it is called as fruitful function. Okay. So you wanted me to explain this with running the code, isn't it? I'll do. You can even change this logic, ma. See, I've written a standard program here. You can change the logic in whichever way you want. See, enter a number 3. 6 is the answer. Okay. So with this, the functions are over. Let's move to the strings concept. Okay. What are strings? Strings is a collective type, isn't it? It is a collection of characters or sequence of characters. Whether it is mutable or immutable, I've already listed all the mutable and immutable data types, isn't it? String is an immutable data type. Okay. Strings are immutable, which means you cannot modify a string. If you have already added a value, okay, if you want to have change on them, you cannot store it with the same name. You can create it another string and have the modifications. Already நீங்க create பண்ண string modify பண்ண முடியாது. Value cannot be changed. எதுக்கெல்லாம் change பண்ணக்கூடாது? I'll again repeat. Tuples are immutable. Strings are immutable. Then dictionary keys. Dictionary la key value இருக்கும்போது இந்த keys in the dictionaries are immutable. So all these are immutable. I cannot change them. So what are the mutable things that we have in Python? We have lists, isn't it? Lists are mutable. Lists can be modified. The values once this defined can be modified or changed. Lists are mutable and the values in the dictionaries are mutable. Okay. Let's move on to strings. String is a sequence of character or collection of characters or set of characters. Characters என்னெல்லாம் characters the possibility இருக்கு நம்ம ஆட் பண்றதுக்குன்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா alphabets A to Z in smaller case and upper case. Okay. Digits 0 to 9 and you can even have symbols. It is just not the underscore. You can have any symbol you want. So you can have dollar, ampersand, anything you want. So, but make sure that you give them in the codes. So a collection of characters placed inside the double quotes, single quotes or triple quotes, we call it as string. We can even have one single character also. That is again called a string only in Python. Okay. So in Python, strings start and end with quotes. So see ABC in given in double quotes, ma. In the second example in single quotes, in third example in triple quotes. All those are considered as string only. So look at the output given by the interpreter, ABC in single quotes. Anyways, it is considered as string only. All the quotes are allowed. All forms of quotes are allowed for using the strings. If you give the number also within quotes means it is considered as string only. I've already explained those concepts. Okay. Storing strings. How do you store the string? Okay, so I'm going to give a variable name. Okay, string 1. String 1 is user defined. You can give any name you want. String 1 is equal to hi within single quotes. So what is the value here? Hi is a value that gets stored onto string 1. You print string 1 hi will be printed. Okay, so it is case sensitive, so it should be. So string 1, it holds a value hi. String 2, hello. String 3, input of interesting. I've already told. Input function gets the value from the user and it reads with what type? String type. Ninga number type panna kuda, input function will accept that only in the form of string. Adha ninga convert pannuna int nu oru function ninga vandu prior add pannom. Int of input of na, the user inputted value will be converted into integer type. Float of input often kodinga, the user inputted value will be converted into floating type. Okay. So now print string 1 hi vardu. Print string 2 it is hello. Print string 3 what happens? See string 3 is equal to input of interesting. In pathina direct assignment kudukala, I have used input function. So in the interesting, it gets it from the user. So interesting will be displayed on the output screen. So I'm going to type, being a user, I can type hi, hi. Okay, that will be stored in string 3. So you can print and check all these. Then one important concept is indexing in Python. Both positive and negative indexing is allowed in Python. Okay. So example, my string is equal to hello within double quotes. So hello is given within double quotes. So what kind of data type is my string variable? It is of string type. Don't look at the name. Now my string and list define. Okay. Don't get carried away with the names. Those are user defined names. I can give whichever name I want. Okay. So my string is equal to hello. Hello is given in quotes. So this is of type string. Okay. Now, hello indexing. See, usually we start from left and go towards right, isn't it? That will be the positive indexing. See, the index always starts with 0 for the positive indexing. So H is at the location or position or offset or index 0. These are the different terminologies: index, position, offset. Okay. So H is at index 0. Index 1 la the second character. Index 2 la third. Index 4 la fourth character. Index 3 la fourth character. Index 4 la fifth character. This is confusing. Say for example, the indexing will start with index 0 and it will end at n-1, where n is the number of characters in the string. Check. How many characters are there in hello, ma? 5 characters, isn't it? 5 letters. Hello. 5 characters are there. So the indexing will start with 0 and it will end at n-1. N-1 and the 5 minus 1. So 4. So it starts at 0 and stops at 4. So if you want to print E, how do you print that? We all know that E is present at index 1. So our indexing value we can print that particular character alone. Okay. See, but negative indexing is also allowed in Python. Okay. Unlike the other programming languages that you would have already learned. So negative indexing, you will start from the right hand side and go towards the left hand side. Okay. So right hand side, right hand side, last character, the last character is O here. Okay. So that is what is -1. So in my negative indexing start with -1 only. You can ask again, 0 use 0 is already used with the positive indexing, isn't it? So I cannot use 0 again. A number can be used only once, isn't it? நீங்க 0 னு கொடுத்துட்டு அப்ப h print பண்ணுமா இல்ல o print பண்ணுமா interpreter, it is, there is a confusion there. So 0 is already used with a positive indexing, so the negative indexing should start with -1. That is how the rule says. So negative indexing is from the last character and it moves towards the leftmost character, which is the first character. Okay, so if you print panna, you can use the index 1 or you can use the index -4. Negative indexing number of characters update match out because you start with the number 1, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. You have 5 characters in a row, so the negative indexing starts from -1 and stops at -5. Positive na left to right normal order la, negative indexing na right hand side last character la first character poganum. Okay, this is about indexing. Let's see how to do the indexing now. I brought few examples. Okay. My string is equal to hello, HELLO. Okay, that is given in double quotes, so it is a string type. So what is the name of the variable that I use? My string. Okay, so inge pathina indexing operator enna in the square brackets the indexing operator. Get to know this. Indexing operator is square bracket. Okay, so my string of 0. My string of 0 na, what is the index that you are using? 0 is the index, so it is a positive index. So inga irukku 0, it starts on the first character, isn't it? So what is the value? In the my string la poitu index 0 pick pannittu vaanga nu solranga. Index 0 la enna character irukku? H is the character, so the answer will be H. Okay, that is given in quotes because it is string. Okay, my string of 4. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. What is that index 4? O. So that is the answer. Next, my string of -1. So -1, it should start from the last character. What is the last character? Rightmost character? O. That will be the answer. My string of -3. Okay, my string of -3. So go from the right hand side towards the left hand side. So -1, -2, -3. -3 is this one, the center character, the middle character. Okay, so it is L. Now what is the next one? My string of 6. See, you all know the indexing for allow starts from 0 and stops at 4, isn't it? And index 5 index 6 my string of 6. Please get the value. Access using the strings. Get the value that is at the location or at the index 6 in Solomode. There is no 6th index position in this my string variable. So string index out of range, which means there is no index 6. Okay, so it is string index out of range. It is an error, index error, because we do not have an index called a 6 with this particular variable that you are referring, my string. My string it starts from 0 and stops at 4. So index error, string index out of range. Okay. Okay, Purushot, what will happen if you put round bracket after my string? If you use round brackets or parentheses, then it becomes a function. So what happens? The interpreter understands that to be a function call and it looks for the function definition. Obviously, there will not be any function definition, isn't it? So it will throw an error. Index operator is only square brackets. Only then the interpreter will understand that it is the indexing operator, and also it demands a value inside it. And the value is pick panna mudiyum. Okay. Things are immutable, isn't it? We shall justify that. String 1, good space morning, that is given in double quotes. Okay. str1 of 0. What is str1 of 0? It is this location. See, it is an assignment operator, so don't get the values. Okay, it is not the comparison value. Comparison operator is as assignment operator. So it is a variable location. Okay, memory location. str1 of 0 have this. Okay, is equal to a. A is within quotes. So focus on the right hand side because it is an assignment operator. Focus on the right hand side. What is on the right hand side? A character, a within quotes, isn't it? It is a string or a character. And they say that that should be stored on the left hand side place. A is equal to 10, meaning integer value 10 gets stored onto the variable a. Isn't it? Same logic here. I need to store this character a in which place? str1 of 0. Check whether str1 is already defined. Yes, we have str1. Okay, it is available in memory. Good morning is the value. Okay, str1 of 0 in the place ma in the first character and the place la a place பண்ணனும் அப்படின்றது தான் இப்போ வந்திருக்க instruction நம்மளுக்கு. Is it possible? Strings are immutable. I cannot change the value. So it is going to throw an error. See, type error. Str object does not support item assignment. What is str object? String object. Okay, string does not allow item assignment. நீங்க already define பண்ணிட்டீங்க, அதை change பண்ணவே முடியாது. இப்போ நீங்க good morning students and place பண்ணனும்னா I'll have to create yet another string. அப்ப str2o என்னோ ஒரு நேம் எடுத்து good morning students ன்னு சொல்லணும். Able to get? I can concatenate strings, isn't it? அப்ப நான் students ன்னு ஒரு string create பண்ணிட்டு str1 plus str2 ன்னு கொடுத்தனா I'll get good morning students. You can concatenate, you can join two strings, but again you should refer another string. str3 is equal to str1 plus str2 ன்னு கொடுக்கணும். str1 is equal to str1 plus 2 ன்னு கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா it is wrong. Okay, I cannot change the value. Already ஒரு string define பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா அதுல எந்த changes-உம் பண்ண முடியாது because things are immutable. So that is why I have brought this example. Okay, string slicing is also there. We have already seen string indexing. Index na ஒரு particular character நீங்க pick பண்றீங்க. What if I want to have a portion of the string to be brought to the user? Okay, so I should know what is string slicing. So syntax for this is this. My string. Okay, there's a string name. And again you have the square bracket. Square bracket is the index operator. Square bracket தான் slice ko use பண்ண போறோம். But slice க்கு என்ன problem na? You will have to have square brackets and then a colon inside the square bracket. If it is a square bracket, it is index operator. A square bracket along with a colon inside it, colon, then it is called a slicing operator. Okay, look at example 2. That is the standard syntax. My string name. Okay, my string here is used when my string name, square brackets, starting position, colon, ending position, colon, step. Then it is something compared that could be compared to the range function. So I'll compare this now. Okay, starting position. So starting criterion, colon, ending criterion. Okay, colon, step size. Range I can include the starting position. Yes, I can include the starting position. End position include பண்ணலாமா பண்ணக்கூடாது. I should stop before this particular position. Okay, அப்ப என்ன வரணும்னா இங்க 1:10 கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா 10 - 1ல ஸ்டாப் பண்ணிடணும். 9லயே ஸ்டாப் பண்ணிடணும். Either go with the formula. இங்க n கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா n - 1ல ஸ்டாப் பண்ணணும். That is the formula. Or remember it this way. I should stop at the location before this location. I should stop with the number. I should stop with the character before this particular character. So include the starting position, exclude the ending position. அதுக்கப்புறம் கோலனுக்கு அப்புறம் என்ன இருக்கு? ஸ்டெப் இருக்கு. ஸ்டெப்னா என்னது? நீங்க ஸ்டெப் கொடுக்கலாம், கொடுக்காம போலாம். It is optional. நீங்க ஸ்டெப் கொடுக்கல, if you are ignoring the step, the default step is here is 1. range function என்ன கொடுத்திருப்பேன்னா கமா கொடுத்திருப்பேன். அது வந்து round brackets இருக்கும். சரியா? It is a range function. Here it is the slicing operation being done. Here you should use colon, not comma. But all the logic is the same in both range as well as in slicing. Okay, as I've already told in range, எனக்கு வந்து நான் step is optional. Step கொடுக்கலாம், step by 1 is by default. Okay, and starting and ending position could be that is what is given in example. And look at this, my string, starting position, ending position. So 1:11 கொடுத்தனா I should start with the index 1 and go till index 10. Index 11 is excluded. Okay. I can even have another example. Third example என்ன வரணும்னா my string of end position alone. நீங்க starting position கொடுக்கவே வேண்டாம். Starting position கொடுக்கலனா என்ன ஆகும்? It starts from the beginning of the strings and it stops one place before the ending criterion. அவ்வளவுதான். Range function கொடுத்த மாதிரி தான். I can give the ending position alone, or I can go with starting and ending position, or I can give starting, stopping, and step size. So these are allowed. Here I use square brackets and colon. There I use comma. Okay, this is the difference. Okay, Emmanuel, is this possible to change the whole string? Yes, I've already told you you're going to create yet another string, so it is your wish. You cannot change. You cannot change a single character. You cannot pick a character from it and replace it. You cannot cut off few characters. You cannot add few characters. Nothing could be done. Replacing the entire string is also not possible. You can change it. Once you have defined it, it is the same thing. It is immutable. Okay. Hope your doubt is cleared. Next. Slicing example, Papuma. STR is equal to Python programming. So STR it is in shell mode. Ma? So STR print of STR STR. So it is going to give me the value Python programming. Okay. Len of STR. We have a predefined function called as len. A predefined function meaning the function is not written by the programmer or the user. The function's definition is already available in the language. That is what is predefined function or a library function or built-in function or inbuilt function. Okay. So len of STR. So this is the input. STR in a defined panirken. What is STR? It is without quotes, isn't it? So it refers to the value of STR. What is the STR's value? Python programming. Len of Python programming. So count the characters in it. The white space is also included as one of the characters, ma. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18. Don't forget to include the white space. White space is also counted as one of the character. Okay. After all the symbols are used. So whichever comes, that will be counted as one of the character. Meaning a dollar, that is one character. Number one digit one, it is one of the character. 101, there are 3 characters that will be considered as 3 characters. It is not 101, it is 1, 0, and 1. 3 characters. Okay. So now see. I've given the square brackets, I've given the colon. So what operation is this? Slicing operation. But that falls before the colon is the starting criterion. That falls after the colon is the stopping criterion, isn't it? So it represents the end-to-word string. The starting portion it starts from the beginning. Ending criterion it will run through the end of the string. It will run through the string. It will stop only after completing all the characters in the string. So answer for this will be same as STR. Important concept. So I have not given the index position, but I have given a colon there. You colon slicing. Slicing empty. Indexing you cannot keep it empty. Whereas in slicing you can keep it empty. So here it marks both the beginning and the end. Okay. So STR of 0 colon this one. Now this is the slice, isn't it? 0. Left side 0. So it is a starting criterion. So starting index include panano. Up 0 start panna paringa. 0 and the first character P. Python programming lalla P start paringa. Colon. After colon you did not give the stopping index, which means you'll have to run through the string. Go to the end of the string. So Python programming is the answer. STR kodutana the answer varudhu inga parunga. STR of நமக்கு ஸ்லைசிங்ல எம்டி ஸ்ட்ரிங் கொடுத்திருக்கீங்க. எம்டி கோலன் எம்டி. அப்படியே எனக்கு வந்து ஃபுல் ஸ்ட்ரிங் வருது. இப்படி கொடுத்தாலும் ஃபுல் ஸ்ட்ரிங் வருது. ஓகே, லெட்ஸ் see. இப்படி கொடுக்கும்போது ஃபுல் ஸ்ட்ரிங் தான் வரும். லுக் அட் திஸ். திஸ் இஸ் வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். STR எனக்கு பிகினிங்ல பாருங்க, பிஃபோர் கோலன் இட் இஸ் எம்டி. சோ இட் மார்க்ஸ் தி பிகினிங் ஆஃப் தி ஸ்ட்ரிங். சோ பைத்தான்ல இருந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ண போறேன். எங்க ஸ்டாப் பண்ணனும்? இங்க இந்த ஸ்டாப்பிங் கிரைட்டீரியன் என்ன இருக்கு? லென் ஆஃப் STR. லென்ன்றது உங்களுக்கு என்ன தெரியும்? It is to find the number of characters. Len of STR. What is the len of STR value? Count all the characters. I've already found 18 இல்லையா? அப்ப என்ன ஆகுது? STR of beginningல இருந்து ஆரம்பிச்சு colon 18. 18 சொன்னா 18ல ஸ்டாப் பண்ண கூடாது. இண்டெக்ஸ் லொகேஷன் 17ல ஸ்டாப் பண்ணனும். Yes or not? Exclude the stopping position or stop with the beginning. Stop with the previous position of the stopping criterion. இங்க எனக்கு 18 வருது ஆன்சர். len of STR value என்ன? 18. So I should stop at 17th indexing. 17th indexing என்னமா? இந்த G தான் 17th indexing. ஏன் சொல்லுங்க? len வந்து எனக்கு என்ன படிச்சிருக்கு? 18. 18 characters இருக்கும்போது indexing எப்படி மார்க்கும்? n character. n here is 18. அப்போ 0ல இருந்து n-1 வரைக்கும் indexing போகுமா? அப்ப 0ல இருந்து 17 வரைக்கும் தான் indexing இருக்கும். So entire string print ஆகும். கால்குலேட் பண்ணுங்க வேணா. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 and 17. So 17 வரைக்கும் print பண்ணனும்னு சொல்றாங்க. That is what is the instruction says. Len of empty colon 18. So you should start from 0 and stop with the index 17. So Python programming will be displayed. So in order to print the entire string, what are the different ways? It's just to confuse the people. Now who are the beginners? See, I can go with the STR. Okay, STR of empty colon empty. STR of 0 colon empty. empty value இல்லன்னு mean பண்றோம். Okay, empty மா. Okay, so str of nothing and then colon len of str எல்லாமே எனக்கு வந்து python programming ல ஆன்சர் வரும். Okay, we shall see few other slicing examples. str of 2:9. Okay, what is at 2? I should start from 2 and stop at 8. Remember this. I should start at index location 2 and stop at index position 8. 9 include பண்ண கூடாது. 2 ல இருந்து 8 வரைக்கும் போகணும். இண்டெக்ஸ் தான் மீன் பண்றாங்க. அங்க இருக்க வேல்யூஸ் எடுத்துட்டு வரணும். So 0. Okay, p எங்க இருக்கு 0 ல இருக்கு. y எங்க இருக்குமா at index location 1. So what is at index location 2? t. Okay, from t you should go till the index 8. So 2 3 4 5 white space on 6 7 8 வந்து r. Okay, 9 include பண்ண போறதுல 8 வரைக்கும் தான் include பண்ண போறீங்க. So t ல இருந்து r வரைக்கும் வரணும். That is my answer. See, THON. அப்படி இது case sensitive மா நீங்க small case தான் small case, space in the space, p capital r small. So that is given in quotes because it is a string. I have brought a portion of the string. Portion of the string நாலும் portion தானே. So I mean sorry, portion of the string நாலும் string தானே. So that is given in quotes. So these are the examples. Now negative indexing use பண்ணும்போது என்ன ஆகுதுன்னு பார்ப்போம். str nothing means you should start from the beginning. colon -1. So எங்க ஸ்டார்ட் பண்றோமா ஸ்டார்டிங் எங்க இங்க கொடுத்திருக்கேன் உங்களுக்கு ஸ்ட்ரிங் பைத்தான் p இங்க இருந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ண போறேன். எங்க ஸ்டாப் பண்ணனும் பாருங்க n-1 இல்லையா, அந்த ஸ்டாப்பிங் கிரைட்டீரியன் -1. வாட் இஸ் தி ஸ்டாப்பிங் கிரைட்டீரியன்? -1 ன்னு கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. So don't get confused. See, stopping criterion -1 ல நீங்க ஸ்டாப் பண்ணனும். Stopping criterion is -1. -1 என்ன ஆன்சர்? -2. அப்ப -2 வரைக்கும் நீங்க பிரிண்ட் பண்ண போறீங்க. -2 ல ஸ்டாப் பண்ண போறீங்க. -2 வந்துச்சு நெகட்டிவா. So ரைட்ல இருந்து லெஃப்ட் போங்க. -1. At -1 we have the character g. At -2 what is the character that is there? n. So n வரைக்கும் நான் பிரிண்ட் பண்ணுவோம். எங்க இருந்து? பிகினிங்ல இருந்து. So பைத்தான்ல இருந்து n வரைக்கும் பிரிண்ட் ஆகுது. So this is how you do the logic. Okay, so these are the examples of slicing. You were asking me for this modification, isn't it? Concatenate பண்ணலாம். நீ பாருங்க s1 is equal to good. இப்போ எனக்கு good வேணா. Instead of that I wanted to have good morning. Okay, that is not possible. I cannot add or remove anything. So என்ன பண்ண போறேன்? s1 is equal to good, s2 is equal to morning. I can concatenate. Concatenate na plus operator, isn't it? Plus is for joining. So என்ன ஆகும்னா s1 plus s2 ன்னு கொடுக்கும்போது I'll get good morning. நீங்க you will might be wondering இப்போ எப்படி ஜாயின் பண்றீங்கன்னு கேக்குறீங்க. ஜாயின் பண்றோமா? எதல ஸ்டோர் பண்றோமா? இதுக்கு அப்புறமும் still s1 is going to hold only good, s2 is going to hold only morning. I have not made any corrections there. இது ஜாயின் பண்ணி எனக்கு ஆன்சர் மட்டும் தான் வந்திருக்கு. But you can store it in another new string called as s3. But இந்த ஆன்சரை கொண்டு போய் நீங்க s1 ஓ s2 லயோ ஸ்டோர் பண்ண முடியாது because they are immutable. Okay, repetition operator நம்ம ஆல்ரெடி படிச்சிருக்கோம். 4 into s1. What is s1? Good. So good. Okay, 4 times it is repeated. And I've already told I can have the integer on left hand side or the right hand side, isn't it? Yes, all those are allowed. Then membership operator பார்க்கலாம் because it is a sequence type. So str is equal to good morning. இங்க பாருங்க m and o அதே மாதிரி யூஸ் பண்றோமா? same case. mo in str true or false? True. pr in str pr இருக்கா? No, it is not there. See, you might be wondering இங்க நான் character யூஸ் பண்ணல, இங்க பாருங்க நாங்க portion of the string கூட யூஸ் பண்றோம். Even that is allowed. நீங்க கேட்கலாம் ஒரு சிங்கிள் கேரக்டர் தான் யூஸ், that is not the case. You can use this also. Okay, pr in str I do not have p, I have r, but pr together it is not there. pr not in str. Yes, it is true. So membership operations. loop ல எப்படி யூஸ் பண்ணலாம்? see, loop ல எப்படி யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம்? இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஆல்ரெடி பார்த்திருக்கோம். fruit is equal to apple. So what kind of what type is this ma? Fruit is a variable here. It is of string type. என்ன வேல்யூ கொடுத்திருக்கேன்? apple கொடுத்திருக்கேன். for letter in fruit colon வந்துருச்சா? for item in sequence என்ன பிளேஸ் பண்ணிருக்கேன்? string பிளேஸ் பண்ணிருக்கேன். நீங்க இங்க டைரக்ட்டா appleன்ற வேல்யூ பிளேஸ் பண்ணலாம் or நீங்க வேரியபிள் நேம் கூட பிளேஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். சரியா? for letter in fruit colon வந்துருச்சா? print letter. So this is after tab space. So first time what happens? Letter picks the value a will be printed. Second iteration p, third iteration p, fourth iteration l, fifth iteration e, and it will check for the sixth iteration. There are no more items in the sequence, so I'll have to stop the for loop. So answer for this will be APPLE. So this is one way of writing. The other way is this. Using indexing also I can do. If you want, I'll explain this code tomorrow. Using indexing, I'll explain the list programs, this and all other data types also. So in order to display Apple this way, I can either go with the first code or the second code. Okay, both are using strings only. And how do you use strings in looping and counting? Normal adhidan. Count see, in Apple, how many times P occurs? The number of occurrences of P is the problem given to me. So given a string, I should find the number of occurrences of a particular character given to me. So in the word is equal to Apple count is 0. Initialize count is 0. As of now, I have not checked how many times P occurs. So initially it is 0 for letter and word. Letter is a user defined word learner Apple. So over time, a letter is going to pick one character from it. Okay. Inside that, you should place an if statement. If letter equal to P, because I'll have to check the number of occurrences of P alone. I'm just checking how many times P occurs in Apple. Okay. So this check pandringa. Yes, nada. If block execute if block count is equal to count plus 1. Focus on the right. Count n 0 one time na P encountered count has been incremented 0 plus 1. Up recent value count la 1. Once I encountered the character P, count is modified as 1. Now get back to the for. Don't get back to the if statement. My if statement one time na execute get back to the loop. Again letter in word. Third iteration again P is encountered. If letter equal to P, yes, then count. Already 1 plus 1 2. So count becomes 2. Again get back. Letter in word. Fourth iteration letter is L. Condition true or false. Come out of it. Fifth iteration E. Condition false. Come out of it. So after you come out of this for loop, after 5 iterations, you will come out. Print statement. Print is kept outside the for. Print count. So what is the answer you get? 2. That is how we use count. Okay. If a comparison, I'll stop with this. Okay. String comparison. S1 ABCD, S2 AECD. So first character is same. Problem. When you look at the second character, B irke, E irke. So obviously they are different, isn't it? So S1 equal to S2, it is false. S1 less than S2, this is compare less or greater based on the ASCII value. So B takes the smaller value. E is a greater value. So the second condition is true. Okay. S1 less than S2. Yes, obviously B's ASCII value is less than E's ASCII value. Capital use small use check because we have the different ASCII values for capital letters and the small letters. Learn that. Only then you will understand. Okay. S1 greater than S2. False. S1 is not equal to S2. True. Okay. So we have few other functions and I brought a few examples alone in string. Okay. If time is there, tomorrow I'll explain that at the end of the session. Okay. Tomorrow I'm going to start with list. Any doubts, please, you can post it in the chat box. Lakshmi, I've already answered. If the function has a return statement, it is called as fruitful function. Okay. We can use plus is equal to 1. Yes, you can use that also, ma. Shorthand operator. Yes, that is allowed. That is allowed. Abdul, how to do more than one character repeated? You're talking about the count or what, ma? Okay, okay, using count only. Okay. We'll have to go with the if conditions only, ma. If condition, you're going to check. If you can have and use panna, nanakku rendu me check panna podhu. Rendu character nu irukana. Illana na or use pannalam. Illana rendu simple if use pannalam. It is all my wish based on the demand. It is not truthful, fruitful function, Lakshmi. Kartiki Selvi, yes, I'll show the last slide, ma. Wait. Recorded videos, I've already informed the technical team yesterday, ma. I guess they will upload it by today. Can we call the inner function outside from the outer function directly? See, it is not about whether it is inside or the outer function or outside the outer function and all those stuff, ma. Make sure that you give the function call outside that particular respective function. Okay. Balaji, you can use that method, Balaji, for incrementing the value. Priyadashini, ma'am, for len of STR, you told up to G we can take, but tab space, where is tab space, ma? See, when I see STR, whatever is given in quotes, only those characters will be taken. Okay. It is 18 characters, including the white space. White space should be counted. And you're asking about indexing, I guess. Why we should consider up to G? I've already told indexing means, see, indexing நான் வந்து empty colon 18 கொடுக்கும்போது என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா the range is from the index 0 to index 17 மா 17 indexல தான் எனக்கு G இருக்கு. பைத்தான் ப்ரோக்ராமிங்ல இண்டெக்ஸ் 0ல எனக்கு p இருக்கு, இண்டெக்ஸ் 17ல தான் எனக்கு லாஸ்ட் கேரக்டர் இருக்கு. So I am able to print the entire string. Okay. Ramakrishna, -1 means G also should be included. -1 அந்த இண்டெக்ஸ்ல எனக்கு இருக்கிறது வந்து G மா, ஓகேவா? அந்த -1 உங்களுக்கு ஸ்டாப்பிங் கிரைட்டீரியா இருந்தா அதை இன்க்ளூட் பண்ண கூடாது. ஸ்ட்ரிங் ஸ்லைசிங்ல கோலன் யூஸ் பண்ணலாமா? கோலன் தான் யூஸ் பண்ணணும். இண்டெக்ஸிங் ஆபரேட்டர் தான் ஸ்கொயர் பிராக்கெட். கோலன் யூஸ் பண்ணாதான் அது ஸ்லைஸ். ஸ்லைஸ் தான் என்னன்னா பிரிங்கிங் அ போர்ஷன் சொல்லும்போது நீங்க சிங்கிள் கேரக்டரும் கொண்டு வரலாம், மல்டிபிள் கேரக்டர் செட் ஆஃப் கேரக்டர் கொண்டு வரலாம் இல்லையா? அப்படி கொண்டு வரணும்னா நீங்க கோலன் யூஸ் பண்ணா மட்டும்தான் தட் கேன் பி டன். நீங்க கோலன் யூஸ் பண்ணா இட் பிகம்ஸ் இண்டெக்ஸிங் ஆபரேஷன். இண்டெக்ஸிங் ஆபரேட்டர்ல ஒரு கேரக்டர் மட்டும்தான் பிக் பண்ண முடியும். we cannot pick more than one character because இண்டெக்ஸிங்ல ஒரே ஒரு வேல்யூ கொடுக்க போறோமா, அந்த வேல்யூல இருக்கிற கேரக்டர் மட்டும்தான் பிக் பண்ண முடியும். Chandramohan, why ma'am strings cannot be changed? Because strings are immutable type. They have set the rule that way, so we cannot change it. ரூல் செட்ல சொல்லிட்டாங்கம்மா, நீங்க சேஞ்ச் பண்ண நீங்க ட்ரை பண்ணீங்களே, இப்ப என்ன ஆச்சு எனக்கு ஆன்சர் the particular str object is not allowed to have the item assignment once it is already defined. That will be the error thrown by the interpreter. Okay. Lakshmi Priya, ma'am, if you give ending position alone, we should use colon. Yes, you should use colon. Ending position எப்படி எனக்கு தெரியும்னா, நீங்க colon கொடுத்துட்டு ரைட் ஹேண்ட் சைடுல வேல்யூ கொடுத்தா தான் ending position தெரியும். ரேஞ்ச்ல அப்படி கிடையாது. ரேஞ்ச்ல டைரக்டா நீங்க ending வேல்யூ கொடுக்க முடியும். I mean the stopping criterion. இங்க அப்படி கொடுக்க கூடாது. இங்க colon கொடுத்தே ஆகணும். Colon is mandatory in slicing operation. Okay. What else? Factorial. Okay, I'll do that now if you want. Vignesh. Okay, len of str. I'll do that now. See, for biology group students, slicing might be difficult. You just try the values, apply the values, and check it in the shell mode. You'll get the answer only. Then you can explore things. Okay. This is the first time you're learning. No, it will be quite difficult only. Many are asking for that particular example. I'll show that example now. This one, isn't it? Wait. I'll execute this and show to you in the shell mode. Those who asked for this factorial in the last 3 lines explanation, I'll do that. Must stay online. I'll do that. So now str is Python programming. நீங்க சிம்பிளா ஒரு ஸ்ட்ரிங் எடுத்து பாருங்களேன், சரியா? Python மட்டும் யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டு you try the slicing. You wanted me to explain this, isn't it? ஆல்ரெடி சொல்லிட்டேன் லென்ல வந்து 18 கேரக்டர்ஸ் இருக்கு. P ல இருந்து G வரைக்கும் யூஸ் பண்றோமா கவுண்ட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க நீங்க வேணா. இந்த white space is also one character, so it is totally 18 characters. So str of இங்க பாருங்க mtr இருக்கு. mt colon len of str na the meaning for this is str 0:18. That is the meaning. It should start from the beginning and stop at which place? 0:18 na 0 ல இருந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணும், 17 லயே ஸ்டாப் பண்ணும். So 0 ல எனக்கு என்ன இருக்குமா? This one P. Okay, 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17. 17th indexல G இருக்கு. இப்படி நீங்க ரொம்ப காம்ப்ளிகேட் பண்ணி கவுண்ட் எல்லாம் பண்ண வேணாம். சிம்பிள். வாட் ஆர் த நம்பர் ஆஃப் கேரக்டர்ஸ்? ஹவு மெனி கேரக்டர்ஸ் ஆர் தேர் இன் திஸ் SCR மா? 18 சொல்லிட்டேன். லென்த் 18 சொல்லிட்டேனா? When n is equal to 18, indexing எப்படி இருக்கும்? It will be from 0 to n minus 1. What is n minus 1? 18 minus 1 17. அப்ப 17 ல தான் லாஸ்ட் கேரக்டர் இருக்க போகுது. So full string will get printed. Let's see. There is a logic. உங்களுக்கு ஒரு paragraphே கொடுக்குறாங்க, ஒரு பெரிய ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் இருந்தாலும் if this is the thing, you'll have to print the entire statement. Don't break your head counting the characters. Lakshmi, you'll have to see a few other examples in size slicing. Only then you'll understand. You just check. And people, those who asked for the function recursion, yes, I'll go with the function recursion now. It is quite a difficult concept, okay? Even CSE students find difficulty in this. So this may. So let me change this so that it will be easy. Okay, so this is the code. What is the first thing that gets executed? This line, ma. So assume that the user has typed 2. 2 is a fact. 2 is a number for which we are going to find the factorial. Okay. So user has typed 2. Okay, 2 is the input value. Fact of factorial of x. Instead of this, I am passing 2. So factorial of 2. So now I'll explain how the factorial of 2 will get executed. First line the execute agudhu, user has typed 2. Ipo enna agudhu inga fact is equal to factorial of x kodutundana and the x value 2 irukka, so I'm going to apply that. Ipo I'm going to calculate this particular function call. So the control is taken to the definition. Definition la pathina num is there, num takes the value 2. So if num equal to 1, 2 equal to 1 false dana, so else part ponga. Else laner return statement. So give that. So instead of num, what is the answer? 2. 2 into factorial of num minus 1, which means 2 minus 1. I'm just placing all the values. Apply dhaan pandren. Nalla paranga x value user kitta irundhu vaangren. Fact is equal to factorial of x. So what is factorial of x? Factorial of 2. I'm applying the x value. So now right hand side la irukadnala first ad evaluate panni adukku answer vandadha I can go with the fact value. So I'm just doing the calculation. So factorial of 2 kudukumbodhu it is a function call. So the control will be taken to the definition part. Definition la poren. First in the if statement is false. So else statement poren. Else statement la ore or single statement da irukku. I'm executing that statement. Execute பண்ணும்போது I'm placing all those values. Num value என்னமா 2, isn't it? Star factorial of num minus 1. So 2 minus 1. So what is the answer? 1. That எழுதிடுவா? Over. So in case எனக்கு இதுக்கு ஆன்சர் வந்ததுன்னா அது எங்க எனக்கு ரிட்டர்ன் பண்ணனும்னு சொல்லிடுறேன். இந்த பிளேஸ்ல ரிட்டர்ன் பண்ணனும். இதோட ஆன்சர் எங்க நான் ரிட்டர்ன் பண்ணனும்? இந்த பிளேஸ்ல ரிட்டர்ன் பண்ணனும். ஓகே, இப்போ எனக்கு ஆன்சர் கிடைக்கல. I'm still doing it. 2 into factorial of 1. What is factorial of 1? It is yet another function call. So on the function call na first முடிக்கிறேன் calculate பண்ணி. Okay வா? இப்போ என்ன ஆகும்னா factorial of 1 இருக்கு, அந்த factorial of 1 execute பண்ணும்போது again it will be taken to the definition part. So what is num value now? Factorial of 1 na factorial of num. So num becomes 1. So if num equal to 1, 1 equal to 1. What is the answer? True, isn't it? Get into it. Return 1. So what is the answer I get? 1 is the answer. Factorial 1 கொடுக்கும்போது எனக்கு என்ன answer வருது? 1 is the answer I get. I've got the answer, isn't it? I've got 1 as the answer. So இந்த answer எனக்கு எங்க return பண்ணுமா? Factorial of 1 execute பண்ணும்போது எனக்கு 1 என்ற answer வந்திருக்கு. So இந்த place the function call உள்ள place return பண்ணும். So this will be like, what happens now is, replace this. Replace that by 1. Factorial of 1 calculate பண்ணிட்டேனா நானு? Answer is 1. So return 2 star 1. So what is the answer? 2 is the answer. 2 star 1 என்ன வரும் எனக்கு answer? 2. So it is return 2. இது எங்கமா return பண்ணும்? இது எப்ப எனக்கு இந்த answer எனக்கு வருது? Factorial of 2 execute பண்ணும்போது I've got this return 2. So this value 2 should be returned to this place where factorial of 2 is executed. Up in the place. So here, instead of this, I will have the answer called as 2. What is factorial of 2? 2 into 1, 2, isn't it? So 2 is stored in fact. Print fact and சொல்லும்போது answer is 2. நீங்க 3 கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா இது இன்னும் repeat ஆகுமா? First factorial of 3 கண்டுபிடிப்பீங்க, factorial of 2 and factorial of 1. லாஸ்ட் உங்களுக்கு factorial of 1 or 0 ல உங்களுக்கு ஆன்சர் வந்துரும். அத நீங்க ரீப்ளேஸ் பண்ணிட்டே இருப்பீங்க பேக் ட்ராக். ஓகே, அது ரீப்ளேஸ் பண்ணீங்க. லாஸ்ட் உங்களுக்கு இங்க ஒரு ரிட்டர்ன் ஸ்டேட்மென்ட் வரும். That will be returned to the place where the original function call is made and you will get the answer. You just check this. நீங்க இந்த factorial of 2 first check பண்ணுங்க, அப்புறம் 3 check பண்ணுங்க. If you still have doubts, tomorrow after 11 o'clock I will repeat this. Okay, this is complicated. Even CSE students will feel difficulty in this. But you should understand. Shakti, it is not about the single quotes, double quotes or triple quotes, Shakti. So whichever you use, that is considered as only string by the interpreter. Up string display panna single quotes porume. Yes, Vaidegi, you can use the latest version also. You are going to explore the string slicing, okay, at home today. So if you still find difficulties, you can ask me tomorrow. I think I have explained the recursion program once. நீங்க இங்க இந்த மாதிரி சிம்பிள் வேல்யூ கொடுத்து பாருங்கமா 2ன்னு. நான் என்னோட இந்த பிபிடில இருக்க ப்ரோக்ராம் என்ன பண்ணிருக்கேன்னா, num equal to 0 கொடுக்கும்போது return 1 கொடுத்திருக்கேன். You can have it for num is equal to 1 also. You will still get the answer. This logic also works. This is yet simple code. What else? How to use a script mode? There's a shell mode. Go to file, new file, and start typing it. First time save பண்ணும்போது save as ன்னு கொடுக்க போறீங்க. ஓகேவா? அதுக்கு அப்புறம் சேவ் பண்ண போறோம். Then you have something called as run. Click on run module or F5 in the keyboard. Okay, Aarthi, what is len? Len பக்கத்துல brackets இருக்குமா? So obviously it is a function. அந்த function நான் define பண்ணவே இல்ல, but then I'm able to get the answer. So it is predefined function. அதோட definition வந்து languageலயே இருக்கு. நான் len ன்னு கொடுக்கும்போது length of that particular sequence type எனக்கு வருது. Length of the string or length of the list. Length of the list na number of elements in the list. Length of tuple na number of elements in the tuple. Length of dictionary na number of items in the dictionary. Length of a string na number of characters in the string. அதோட ஆன்சர் வந்து எனக்கு டைரக்டா வந்துரும். ஓகே, விக்னேஷ், இட் இஸ் சி லென்த் ஆஃப் கேரக்டர்னா நீ இண்டெக்ஸிங் எல்லாம் யூஸ் பண்ண கூடாதுமா. ஒரு கேரக்டர்ஸை நீ கவுண்ட் பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சணும். ஆப்வியஸ்லி 1ல இருந்து தானே கவுண்ட் பண்ணுவ. பைத்தான்ல பீன்னு ஒரு லெட்டர் வந்துட்டாலே இட் இஸ் தி ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கேரக்டர். 1 தான் கவுண்ட் பண்ணுவீங்க, 1 2 3 தான் கவுண்ட் பண்ணுவீங்க. நம்பர் ஆஃப் கேரக்டர்ஸ் தான் லென்த். இண்டெக்ஸிங்ன்றது என்னன்னா அது அந்த ஒரு பர்టిక్యులர் கேரக்டர் எடுக்கணும்ன்றதுக்காக ஐ அம் செட்டிங் an index. அந்த இண்டெக்ஸிங் தான் 0ல இருந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ண போறோம். Hope this is clear to you, Vignesh. Mohit, written example with the x and y coordinates. Yes, it is allowed. The interpreter will not know whether it is x coordinate or y coordinate. It understands that there are two values that should be returned. நீங்க ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இருக்கிறது x, நீங்க தான் உங்க ப்ரோக்ராம் எழுதுறீங்க. y ன்றது செகண்ட் வேல்யூ வச்சிருந்தா it will be returned to that same location. Okay, It will not understand what is being done. It just understands that there are two values involved, and those two values, if it is used in the formula, those values will be applied. I've explained all the doubts. Anything else? Prasanna Venkatesh, what is looping statement? See, if a set of statements has to be repeated, ஒரே logic நீங்க repeat பண்ண போறீங்க 10 times. Say, for example, there are 100 students in my class. நான் 100 students கிட்டயும் போயிட்டு கேட்கிறேன், what is your name? What is your roll number? What is your register number? And what is your Python mark? இந்த 4 questions நான் கேட்கிறேன். ஒவ்வொரு student கிட்டயும் இந்த 4 question கேட்க போறேன்னா, why should I repeat it? So, அப்ப எனக்கு 400 lines எழுத முடியும் ஒரு programல. That is not necessary. I will define it under one single function. Okay, 4 lines in a definition la போட்டுட்டு 100 times the call பண்ணி 100 students கிட்ட கேட்கிறதுக்கு. So that it will be repeated. So for loop la 1 to 100 கொடுத்துட்டு I will repeat that. See, you can, Shalini, you can go with replace and all those methods also, Shalini, but the modified string will not be available in the original string name. It will be stored in it another name. That is what I was telling. You can even join two strings, but after you do the joining operation, it should be placed in a new string. ஒரு ஸ்ட்ரிங்ல நீங்க ஆல்ரெடி ஒரு வேல்யூ ஸ்டோர் பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா நீங்க ரீப்ளேஸ் பண்ண முடியாது, கட் ஆஃப் பண்ண முடியாது, ஆட் பண்ண முடியாது, எதுவும் பண்ண முடியாது. It holds the same value. Okay, until it is released from the memory. Anything else? Prasanna, can we able to execute coding for creating table? What do you mean by that, ma? You can use matrix and all those using list. Okay. So tables will be allowed. You can create code for that. Lakshmi, the operators are concatenation operation, which is a plus symbol, and a repetition operation, which is asterisk or star symbol. Mohit, which written example, Mohit? I don't understand. Okay, multiple values. Okay, okay. So this is the code. Simply return one value after. See, if you are having a collection of values, it should be separate. It should be separated by commas. So return value 1, comma value 2, comma value 3, comma value 4. That's it. So Instead of returning the values directly, applies the expression. 4 expression vechirken, 4 expression are separated by commas. Okay. Okay, name X is not defined. Which one, ma? This is X, I'm using values here X comma Y. Make sure that you give the same case. இங்க smaller X கொடுத்திருக்கேன், small X and Y. நான் இங்க வந்து values pass பண்றேன். இந்த values pass பண்ணிருக்கீங்க நீங்க பாருங்க. values pass பண்ணல இது it will not work. இங்க X இருக்கு, இதுவும் smaller case இருக்கு. இது வந்து multiplication star இது. செக் பண்ணுங்க. இதுதான் டைப் பண்ணிருக்கீங்களா செக் பண்ணுங்க. Arvind, thank you, ma'am. Today's class was extremely interesting. Yes, thank you. Operators in string page. Is this clear, Mohit? Take a screenshot if you want. Okay. Someone has asked me to show the operators in strings. So this is the so these are the operators. Lakshmi, you have asked for this, isn't it? Okay, Mohit, you have got the answer. Good. Lakshmi, this is concatenation and this one is a repetition. The next one. And these are the simple operations done, and length and all those are the functions. Okay, we do have a few other functions in strings. Okay, hope the strings topic is clear to you. Thank you, students. We shall see tomorrow. Thank you all. Thank you.